fought their way through to this wonderful game, and we're watching the Brisbane Sharks take on the Fusion Arctics in the grand final of the championship round of the under-15 grade of our tournament today. Proudly sponsored by Moana, New Zealand, and a big shout out to Moana for their wonderful support today. So again, we're in the wonderful hands of our umpires, Connor and Kathy. And we've had an early call already. And it's lovely to see Marcella back on court following her injury in the game prior. So for all those watching from Pukekohe or supporters of the Fusion Arctics, you'll be pleased to see these lovely ladies on court today. Likewise, our international viewers from Australia, welcome to Whitianga via our live stream today. Supporters of our Brisbane Sharks, and there we find the goal attack open under the circle, under the hoop, and she slots a beautiful goal, taking our score to 1-all. And breaking again there for the Brisbane Sharks. So Fusion Arctics are looking to feed that ball into their shooters, taking it back to the transverse. And there we see an opportunity to slot a goal, and a miss there by our goal shoot, popped away by goal attack, and back in the hands of the Brisbane Sharks. Brisbane Sharks working hard there to feed their shooters, and just tipped out by Fusion Arctics goal defence. A lovely tip there by goal defence, and another tip by goalkeeper, but Brisbane Sharks still in possession. And a nice feed into the back there to the goal attack and on to the goal shooter. And again, we see the scores draw level. 2-all, 5 minutes to play in the first half of the under-15 final. So Fusion Arctics in possession, and a beautiful goal scored by lovely Olivia Roberts wearing the goal shoot bibs today. Back to the Brisbane Sharks, and the ladies are playing on fire today. Centre feeding to goal attack, and looking for a centre again. 1 foot shot, and she lands it. Beautiful shot there by the goal shoot. 3-all, and we're level again. And it looked like a contact call there in favour of the Brisbane Sharks. So here we see the Brisbane Sharks bringing it through the court. Lovely feed into the back there, finding their goal shoot and securing that goal. Brisbane Sharks taking the lead, 4 points to 3. And the centre pass to come. It's a nice front position on the centre pass received there by the Sharks. Oh, looking for their players, flirting with the 3 seconds, and a contact on the outside of the circle there. Nice feed over the back. Almost looked like a hold by goal shoot for goal attack, and worked really well. 5 points and into the lead. And a lovely take by Fusion Arctics, Bailey Bignell. Into space to Holly Stein. Unfortunately, a little step there. She'll be disappointed in herself because she worked so hard to get into space. And here we go, Brisbane Sharks in possession. 3 minutes 20 to go, and the Sharks are in the lead. And the ball's being turned over there. So Arctics at the sideline looking to bring the ball down to their shooters. Nice tip by the Sharks, and a throw in to the Sharks on the sideline there. So we're 5-3 to the Brisbane Sharks. Nice straight line play by the Sharks, and a bold cross-court pass tipped by Fusion Arctic Centre. And a lob into the back there for the holding goal attack. And a beautiful goal scored. 6-3 to the Brisbane Sharks, and the centre pass to come. And another goal scored there by the Sharks, taking their score to 7 points. A 4-point lead now, and a break again, I believe. So Fusion Arctics in possession. Obstruction called on the wing attack. And again outside, Brisbane Sharks throwing everything at this final. Goal attack in possession. She's taking the shot, and a lovely shot scored by Bailey Bignell, taking our score to 4 points to 7 in favour of the Brisbane Sharks. Some an uncontrolled pass there, and a little tussle on the line, but Fusion Arctics come up with possession. They're working it outside, and contact called, I believe, on the outside of the circle there. So Arctics with another opportunity to feed the ball in, and a lovely turnover by the Sharks. Brisbane Sharks in possession, bringing the ball nicely through the court. And a throw-in from the outside, the Brisbane Sharks, and a nice feed again by the Brisbane Sharks centre into their holding goal attack, and a beautiful goal shot as well. And here we see our score climbing to 8-4 in favour of the Brisbane Sharks, with Arctic centre pass to come. The Arctics have the ball again. Two hands over the ball, pressure on every pass. And Bailey Bignell taking a lovely pass outside the circle. A nice split, sees her right under the circle, and she gets the goal. 5 points to 8 at half time. Folks in Brisbane will be pleased to see their team has the lead, 8 points to 5 to the Brisbane Sharks. Oh, we're so pleased to have Andrew here from Moana, our sponsors of the Under-15 Championship game that we're watching play out here on Court 1. Have you been here watching the tournament today?
I've been here most of the day, yes.
Fantastic. And what have you thought about the level of play you've seen, particularly in the Under-15 grade that you've sponsored today?
I think it's an outstanding level of competition, and to see an overseas team here as well is just exceptional.
And it's wonderful to see them in the final, and to consider how hard they've all worked to be here. And the weather isn't kind, but they're here, smiles on their faces. Andrew, we're so grateful for your sponsorship today. We're looking forward to sharing an opportunity for you to say some words at the prize giving and hand the wonderful trophy to the winner of this game that is playing in front of us now. Thank you so much, Andrew.
Thank you very much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the final, and we're looking at the Brisbane Sharks playing the Fusion Arctics in the Under-15 Championship game. So the score is 9-5. That was a beautiful ball received by Jamie, plucking it out of the air there for the Arctics. And a big cross-court pass, a sure feet, and a quick release on the ball. Oh, and an unfortunate wayward feed there into the goal attack. So Fusion Arctics will work hard, I'm sure, to turn the ball over. Brisbane Sharks are ready to take it through the court. Unfortunately, a foot on the line, so an incorrect throw-in called by umpire Kathy. And a contact in the circle there. So Olivia Roberts taking the shot and landing it for the Arctics. Takes our score to 6 points to 9. Only 5 minutes and 40 seconds to play in this final. The Brisbane Sharks in possession. And the centre's fed so well all day. She's looking for a goal attack again. There's a nice connection there between the two. Goal shoot, puts it away. The Sharks will be so pleased. 10 points to 6. And Arctics centre pass. The contact called there by the wing defence, Brisbane Sharks. Arctics looking for the feed into the shooters. Some nice movement by Bailey Bignell. And a good shot at goal, unfortunately popping out. Brisbane Sharks in possession now, bringing the ball closer to their shooters. And there we see our centre involved in the game again. An obstruction outside. Brisbane Sharks. Fusion Arctics contesting every ball, hands up, contacts, everything going on there. So we're 4 minutes 40 from the final whistle of this under-15 championship final being played on Court 1, live streamed around the world between the Brisbane Sharks, our international guests today, and the Fusion Arctics. And there we see the ball in the possession of the Brisbane Sharks following a contact by the Arctics. Again, Arctics working so hard on every ball, and Sharks in possession. And a nice ball under the goal for goal shooter for Brisbane Sharks, and she slots the goal. That takes them to 11 points. 5-point lead now for Brisbane, and 3 minutes 57 to play. It's looking comfortable for them right now. Wing attack looking to feed her shooter, and she's moving nicely in there. The goal shoot for the Brisbane Sharks slots the goal and takes their lead to 12 points. And a contact there by goal defence. So 2 at home in the circle. Can they get it in there? And they do. And there's Olivia Roberts taking the shot, and she slots it under pressure. 7 points to 12. Brisbane Sharks on the centre pass. So we've seen a turnover to the Fusion Arctics. The big roar went up here amongst the supporters. Bailey Bignell with the ball in hand, looking to feed it back to the transverse line. Showing some patience there to secure a safe shot. It's paid off for her. She's much closer to the circle and lands the goal and closes that gap now to 3 points, I think. We're just waiting to see what the scoreboard does. It's still 8 to 12. Oh, and a lovely intercept there by the wing defence for the Brisbane Sharks. Mum and Dad will be so proud watching her at home. And into the goal shoot. Obstruction in there by the Arctics, and the goal defence to boot sees the Brisbane Sharks increase their lead to 13 points over 8. 2 minutes to play, and so much at stake here today for the 2 under-15 teams playing in the under-15 final. And that was a beautiful goal from the Brisbane Sharks goal shoot. An obstruction called there on the Brisbane Sharks centre. And the Arctics work it down towards their shooters. 1 minute 35 to go. And a 6-point advantage, now 5, as Olivia Roberts shoots that final goal there. And the Brisbane Sharks centre pass to come. The score is 14 points to 9 in favour of the Sharks. And here we see the Brisbane Sharks sinking another goal. Shooting impressive down there with the Sharks. The Arctics in possession now, sending it down to their centre, and a lucky tip for the Arctics as the ball heads out the court off the hand of a Brisbane Shark player. Goal shoot Olivia popping high and sinking of shots. 10 points to 15 in favour of the Sharks. We're heading into the final 30 seconds of this game. Supporters in Australia will be sitting comfortable in the knowledge that the Brisbane Sharks are about to win the Fusion Netball Tournament Under-15 Championship Final. They've come a long way to play. We've loved having them here, and their netball has been stunning all day. And so here we see Fusion Arctics with the last shot of the tournament, I believe, for the under-15 grade. Olivia Roberts, the final score, 16-11 to the Brisbane Sharks. The screams were loud, the pleasure is evident, and congratulations to our Brisbane Sharks.